So I really encourage everyone to think about the social presence when you're sitting in front of your couple, you're having this discussion. One is saying, I'm not okay with this particular activity. Being able to talk with them about the level of realness that that activity has for them and why that would be significant and important for them. It gives them the ability to communicate differently about their online behavior, create boundaries, and have a better understanding of what each other deem to be inappropriate online. Online infidelity defined. This was defined by Mitchell and Wells back in 2007. It says relationships with someone other than one's spouse that are formed online and do not develop into any offline contact. Once it goes offline, then it's considered infidelity, that the type of infidelity that we're used to. And usually, like I said, most people have an understanding, a clear boundary of what they deem offline infidelity to be, whether that's kissing, flirting, hugging, holding hands, sex, whatever that is, we usually have a pretty good idea of what offline infidelity looks like. So online infidelity also involves emotional bonding. That's what Alex was looking for. That's what he started using those dating apps and social media for, and or simulated sex activities. Different types of online infidelity. One of the things that I saw in my research, I was working with clients who were engaged, not yet married, but in that process of seeking premarital counseling, trying to go through that process. And I was really researching ways for them to add this particular topic to their premarital counseling process. One of the things that I started to see in my clients is this idea of passive versus active online infidelity. Passive, that occurs without the spouse's consent or the partner's consent. This looks like inappropriate banners, those advertisements that kind of pop up without you seeking something. Let's say you were looking for a pair of shoes. I like my shoes. You're looking for a pair of shoes on, a particular website, and now all of a sudden, whenever you come online, you're seeing these pop-ups of this particular shoe coming up, and they're trying to get you to buy it. This happens a lot if a partner did a particular search that in Google could have elicited more sexual pop-ups, dating app pop-ups. They're not yet participating or use porn or dating apps, but let's just say they put in a search and now the algorithm and the computer, the cookies have this in their system. So you're getting these pop-ups. Also, too, when you're on these social media sites, people that are initiating likes or comments, other people that you haven't reached out to, people that you're not engaging with in an emotional or a physical or online infidelity way. They're liking your picture, they're making comments. Some of them might not be appropriate. Your partner may not like them. So one of the things we want to remember in the passive aspect of online infidelity is the lack of control over other online users. This is something that you may hear clients say, I didn't like when this particular person liked your picture. I didn't like it that now you're getting all of these advertisements for dating websites. You must have done something wrong. So listen out for those passive aspects. This also requires a lack of response or a lack of initiation or a lack of follow-up from the partner or a lack of knowledge. I say knowledge because most of the time your clients are not going to come to you until they are already in crisis. After D-Day has already happened, and D-Day is Discovery Day. Whether with Sarah and Alex, Discovery Day would have been the day she accidentally, and we'll talk about why I'm putting this in quotations, accidentally found that Alex was having online infidelity and affairs and talking to different people online. There's a lack of knowledge, a lot that you'll see with clients where they don't understand that a particular behavior, for example, them friending their ex on Instagram or on Facebook. Since they didn't have that conversation, and once again, online infidelity can be a very gray area. One person may have thought it was okay. The other person may have had a big problem with it. So a lack of knowledge, not knowing that this was a particular behavior that my partner would not like. But now that D-Day has happened, now we know that this is something that I should not possibly do in the future. Active. So this is really when the person is actually participating, pursuing. Alex was definitely in the active on the online infidelity type. He was demonstrating a lack of regard for the commitment he made in his relationship. He was very deliberate. He was doing these activities in secret. As you remember, it had been about 6 months even before Sarah even discovered it. You'll see clients scrolling and seeking. Some of this is scrolling in dating sites, scrolling for particular types of porn, or hunting for different encounters. So scrolling and hunting usually ends up taking a lot of time out of the relationship, and it's a big part of online infidelity activities. So that's a sign that they're actively participating. Also, too, failure to be preventative or putting things in place. So if you're seeing that you're getting pop-ups for porn, for dating apps, and you're not doing anything to actively block them, putting in that system, that infrastructure to stop them from happening, and you know that this is something, back to that knowledge, you now know that this is something that your partner does not like. Once you stop, or once you haven't tried to stop this from happening, you're now allowing it with the knowledge to continue to happen, and that makes it an active type of online infidelity.